Hey guys, my name is Kelly. I am The Spoiled Writer. You guys can find me on Instagram at The Spoiled Writer or online at www.thespoiledwriter.co, C-O, not C-O-M. Okay, so this video, I'm taking it to the whiteboard. If you guys have been watching me for a minute, you actually are probably like, that's a little bit smaller than the whiteboard that you usually use, Kelly. Yes, this is smaller. So I actually just recently moved. So this whiteboard is my temporary on the wall whiteboard. It's just barely hanging up there with command strips, but it's good for what this video is gonna be for. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. This video is going to be how to generate $2,000 in passive income in 30 days. I'm gonna start by telling you guys the systems that you need to make this work, okay? I'm gonna start with those systems. Then I'm gonna give you guys 3 steps in order to set those systems up or set yourself up for this type of income in this specific amount of time. And then I'm gonna give you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 breakdowns of how you can make this $2,000 in 30 days. And then I have a few pointers and tips to make it all work. I've got my marker. What I'm going to be drawing on the whiteboard is actually, you know what? I'm going to just illustrate everything because I'm a visual thinker. And this is one of those videos where I say, you know what? This is going to have to be visual because I cannot explain this without showing you guys with a picture. So don't make fun of my drawing, okay? So first off, before we head to the whiteboard, there are 5 systems that you need in order to make this work. And you know what? I actually am going to list all of this information in the description box too. So if you want to reference the description box for specifics, or if you can't see what I'm writing on the board, because I'm using my front-facing camera, so this might be backwards for you guys. I don't know. I have to see when I go into editing what happens, but if this is backwards, you can go to the description box. If you need to use this formatting for anything, feel free to copy and paste. It's basic math and numbers, just in different configurations to make it easier for you as an entrepreneur to set goals and reach them. Sis, copy and paste the formula. Like, don't worry about me, okay? I'm not taking no offense. This is arithmetic. All right. So the first system you need is an email list. You need to have an email list set up, okay? This is not going to work if you don't have an email list. I'm not saying that you can't make $2,000 in 30 days in passive income without it, but it's going to be a lot easier and a lot less stressful for you to make it with it, okay? So you have to have an email list. You can set up your email list on any platform you would like, just to name a few. MailChimp.com, ConvertKit, Constant Contact, MailerLite. There's a ton. Okay, number 2, you need Canva, okay? If you are not familiar with designing products, graphic design, making visuals, I mean, Canva's like the very basis of graphic design, but if you're not sure or if you are not technically savvy, you need Canva because you need something that is going to make the things that you write that come out of your head into something that's visually presentable to a customer. Number 3, systems you need. You need a landing page and a freebie. This is actually a branch off of your email management system. So even though that first step was you need to have an email list, that third step is you need to have a landing page and a freebie. Okay, your landing page, it could be as basic as I don't know what. It does not have to be like, I see some people's landing pages and they're like this long, like it's too much. A landing page for a freebie is supposed to be simple because people do not know what they want yet. They just know that you may have something that they want. So you don't need to throw a whole bunch of options at them or a whole bunch of words at them. That's completely unnecessary. Like, you just need to give them the basic information that they need and a freebie that is going to help them take one step on their journey to getting a better life or to whatever type of improvement in lifestyle that you're selling or that your product offers. They just need a little baby step, and that's what the landing page is for. Number 4, you need 3 digital products. If you have 3 digital products, great. I'm gonna share I'm gonna lay out some ways that you can make the $2,000 with your 3 digital products, and I'm gonna give you a suggested pricing tier. If you do not have 3 digital products, completely fine. After I go through this pricing tier, you're probably going to think of some ideas of what your digital product can be. So do not fret if you do not have a digital product yet, or really if you don't have any of these 5 systems. It's totally fine. You can literally watch the rest of this video, save it, or thumbs up it, because when you thumbs up a video or like a video, it'll stay in your history, or you can subscribe. And when you go, you can go set up those systems and come back to this video and watch it again, and it's gonna make even more sense, okay? And number 5, you need a website or some way that someone can purchase those 3 digital products. If you do not have a website yet, I would either suggest, if you do not have a website, or if your website is not finished being built, or if it's halfway built, or there's something crazy going on with it and it's not ready to be used, I suggest using a service like Samcart or Lead Pages or Instapage or SendOwl. So those are the systems you need. I'm gonna leave it in the description box so you guys can go back over it, check what you have, check what you uncheck what you don't have, and handle your business. All right. So once you have all of those systems, your next thing is to go through the setup process. Okay, it's just 3 steps. The first thing you need to do is create your freebie and set it up connected to a landing page. And the link to that landing page needs to be posted in all of your social media bios, all of them, not just Instagram, because that's where you spend the most time. It needs to be in your Instagram bio. It needs to be on Facebook. It needs to be in your Facebook page. It needs to be on your LinkedIn. It needs to be on your Google+. It needs to be on your Twitter and your Twitter bio. You need to be asking your friends to share it, because the name of the game here is traffic, website traffic. The more people you get to see that landing page, the more people are going to opt in and download your freebie. Now, when I say opt in, what that means is they're going to give you their email in exchange for that free digital product that you have created. Number 2, you need to have your 3 digital products created. So if you do not have them, this is your step number 2 for your action, your setup. Number 3 on your setup, make sure your website matches your social media pages. Do not have inconsistent branding. People lose a lot of sales from having inconsistent branding. From your social media to your website, it all needs to look like it belongs to the same person, it belongs to the same brand, it belongs to the same business, okay? So if your social media is yellow, black, and white, your website needs to be yellow, black, and white. If your social media is pink, your website needs to be pink. If your social media is white and blue and purple, then your website needs to be white and blue and purple. Where people mess up here is their social media looks a hot mess and their website doesn't. So people go from their social media, well, I mean, if they even like the social media, they'll go from the social media to the website and be like, this doesn't look like the same business. If you went to Walmart and walked in and it looked like Target and everything was red, you would be confused, okay? So that's what you're doing to people mentally when your website and your social media do not match. So if right now that's you need to fix that first, or else this process is not going to work. That's why I took the time to go through the preface of, by the way, if you want to make this much money, you're at least going to have these, you at least need to have these things in order to make it easier for you, okay? These breakdowns are put together with 3 pricing tiers. Remember I said you had to have 3 digital products, right? So your first digital product is going to be priced at $29. Your second digital product is going to be priced at $49. Your third product is going to be priced at $99. All right, so this is the pricing tier for this video. This works even if you have different prices. Your total goal of what you make at the end of 30 days may be different. But this pricing structure is very basic. It's easy to start with. So if you don't have digital products at all, you can actually create with this pricing structure and kind of work backwards. So you go from the pricing and then you go backwards and say, well, what's worth $29? What's worth $49? What's worth $99? If you already have products, I would, if I were you, I would choose the 3 that match this pricing tier the closest. If you have digital products and you haven't sold that many of them, you can change the price. It's not going to be that big of a deal. It's kind of just up to you. But this is the structure that I'm working with for this video, okay? So you've got your 3 digital products. There are 4 weeks in a month. So each week, your goal is to make 5 sales of the $29 product each week, right? 5 sales of the $29 product, 5 sales of the $49 product, and 2 sales of the $99 product. 2 sales of the $99 product. That is your goal every week. All of the content that you are creating every week, all the videos, everything you post, everything that you talk about, all of the audio you release, if you do interviews, if you collab with somebody, all of that stuff somehow needs to link into you promoting one of these 3 products so that you can hit these goals every week. Your only focus is to hit these goals. So this is how content marketing works. If you're halfway through the week, right? And this is what, 10, 11, this is 12 sales a week, which is like 1 to 2 sales a day, which is not that hard to do. Okay, right? $12 sales a week. If you're halfway through the week and you've only made 7 sales, you're like, oh snap, I only got 3 days left. I only got 4 days left till the end of the week. How am I going to get more sales? Create more content. Create more content. That's how content marketing works, because the more you show your face, or the more you show your customer's face, if you're not the face of your brand, you can show your customer's face more. But the more you show face, the more content you put out, the more your brand is getting seen, and you're going to have more conversions. So that is why it's important to not only set your goals at the beginning of the week or the beginning of the month, but also for you to track your goals as time passes by, so that you're able to alter your behavior to alter how you're going to hit your goal, or to avoid you missing your goal. Okay, so 12 sales a week. If you do this is the first breakdown, right? This is the basis of the breakdown. This is going to lead you to $2,368 before processing fees. And literally, all you have to do is say, I need 5 sales of my $29 product, I need 5 sales of my $49 product, and I need 2 sales of my $99 product. And every single day, y'all, every day, you need to be looking at these numbers like, okay, I only got 3 left of this, 2 left of this, I only got 1 left of this. Or I finished this $29 product, so let me talk more about the $49 product, or let me talk about more more content surrounding the $49 product. Or I sold out my $99, so not sold out, let's back up here. I made my goal on the $99, let me focus on the other 2, because if you end up altering these numbers a bit, and you end up selling more than 2 of this $99 product, or more than 5 of this $49 product, that's completely fine. But this is just a basis for you to start with. So your basis is always going to be either hit these numbers right here, or hit your $500 goal for that week. Whichever comes first is fine. So if you have products already that are digital, they do not fit into this price range, you need to sit down and pick 3 products that you feel very, very confident in. You need to write down what you have them priced at, and then you need to figure out what 2 to 3 different combinations of these numbers will give you $500 per week. That's what you need to do if you already have 3 digital products and they're not priced at this price and you don't want them to be this price. That's what you need to do, okay? So this is gonna bring you to $23.68. I chose to go over rather than go under because with payment processors, you're going to pay at least 2.9% in transaction fees. So if you take this and you minus 2.9%, you're gonna lose $68.67. So it'll still put you at, that's in the wrong spot. It'll still put you at $2,300, but better safe than sorry because you may not hit these goals every single week. You want to hit these goals every single week, but you may not. So by setting yourself a super goal, you'll most likely hit your actual goal. Now here is a couple of scenarios that are gonna help you make this money. Now what makes this passive? I know someone's gonna ask me that. What makes this passive is if all 3 of these products are digital products, that means you only have to create them one time and then they sell over and over and over again. So after you spent that amount of time initially, any sales you make after that is considered passive because people are just buying and they're automatically getting access to that product without you actually having to work. Now, you do still have to do some work because you have to keep consistent with your social media. You have to produce content, but guess what? You're doing that anyways, so I don't count that, okay? Even if these were services where you actually did have to be on the phone with somebody, or you actually did have to be at a meeting or sitting down or doing something active, you would still have to create the same amount of content on social media. So this to me is still considered passive because you should be creating video, audio, posting, photo shoots, product promo, collaborations. You should be doing that stuff anyways. So doing that stuff and actually leading them to your products where you don't have to do anything after that is what you're aiming for, okay? The first thing you want to do is to have a sales funnel in place. A sales funnel is not only going to make you passive income, but is going to catch you when you don't hit your goals. So a sales funnel is, just in very simple terms, an automated sales sequence. An automated email sequence, sales sequence. It is sales, but an automated email sequence. So that email list that I had you set up, when you have your freebie and all that yada yada attached, okay? When people download your freebie, they go into an email list. If you have a sales funnel set up, those people will automatically be sent a series of emails that will sell them products so you don't have to. So the conversation that you would normally have with somebody when they ask you a question about your products, or the conversation you would have with somebody when you go to a networking event and they ask you what you do, if you were to write all of that down with their responses, your responses, their responses, your responses, and type that into an email, it would still sell for you just like you sell for yourself. That's called a sales funnel. Okay, so here's an example. Your freebie, people go to a landing page, they download your freebie. After they download that freebie, they get a follow-up email. Then after that follow-up email, right? This is just, when I say follow-up emails, these follow-up emails are emails that include resources, tips, links to free videos, free worksheets, helpful, resource, not sales pitch, resource, not sales pitch, okay? Because you're gonna alternate between the 2 of those. So your freebie, you're gonna have a follow-up email. Then you will have a email upsell. This email upsell is gonna be for your $29 products, the super basic sales funnel, by the way. So you're gonna offer them your $29 product. Some people are gonna take it, some people aren't. The people that take it, make sure you count that in your weekly numbers, okay? Doesn't really matter if they take it or not take it at this point, they're all still going through the same sales funnel. So after that, they're gonna get another email follow-up. Or, you know what, I'm gonna name this email resource. Number 2, Then a day or two later, they're gonna get another email resource. Remember, these are helpful, not sales pitches. I'll tell you which ones are sales pitches at the end of this. Email resource number 3. Then after that third helpful email with free information, they're gonna get an email sales pitch. That's gonna be for your $49 product. Okay, that's gonna be for your $49 product. Then they're gonna get another email resource, number 4, and another email resource, number 5. And last but not least, they're gonna get an upsell to your $99 product. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, there's a ton of different ways you can do sales funnels. There's a ton of different formulas. People all across the internet have pre-made sales funnels you can buy where you just plug and play your information into the templates. You can buy sales funnels from people. You can buy sales funnels from me. But if you want to set up your own, this is a basic one that you can set up that's gonna run automatically every single month, all throughout the month until you hit the stop button on it. It's gonna run, and it will automatically do some of the selling for you, so you're not having to do all of this by yourself. Okay, people download your freebie. Let me go through it one more time. Then they get a follow-up email that has resources, sales pitch for your low-cost product, resourced sales pitch for your mid-priced product, resource sales pitch for your higher paid product. This is going to help you. Now, if you want to make this more effective, and I'm not going to get too deep into this because sales funnels is like a whole nother, I've done whole series on sales funnels, like 5+ videos. But if you want to increase your sales, if people go through this and you get sales from it and you want to go back and increase your sales from people who are already in your sales funnel, you can resend. These are your sales pitch emails that I'm starring, by the way. You can resend this to people who did not buy or did not open or did not click. You can resend this sales pitch to people who did not buy, did not open, or did not click. And you can resend this email to people who did not buy, did not open, or did not click. Same exact email. This is the last thing I want to tell you about sales funnels. If you really want to increase your income with this same funnel, people who did click but did not buy any of these 3, you can write a new email that shows more benefits. Include a video of yourself explaining what the product is and actually includes, and send it to people who did click any of these 3 emails but did not buy. Those people are a lot more likely to purchase. They're really gonna push these sales numbers. If you're at the end of the month and you're like, I got 5 days left or I got 6 days left and I'm so behind, you need to go through this sales funnels and work those leads out. And that's how you work the leads. Those few options I just gave you. So that is an example sales funnel. So that's one way. Now let me show you this other because I have like 5 more. I'm running out of board space. Now you see it and now you don't. If you don't have any products, okay? Here's a good way to break down your products if you haven't created it. You can do a $29 ebook, a $49 ebook with worksheets, and I'm going to explain this in a second, or a $99 ebook with worksheets and a bonus video class. So this is how this works. You write an ebook, you price it at $29. You go back to that ebook, you create some worksheets to match up with that ebook. You sell the ebook and the worksheets together for $49. People have the option. Do I just want the ebook for $29 or do I want the ebook with the matching worksheets for $49? Then you go back and you make a bonus video that maybe gives next steps after the ebook is read, or tips on how to boost the results that you're going to get from the ebook, or boost the knowledge they're going to get from the ebook. I suggest this class be about 45 to 60 minutes long to make the value worth it. But then you go back and you sell that same ebook with that same set of worksheets, and you layer on that bonus video class, and they have the option to buy that for $99. So you've only done really, really hard work creating the ebook. The worksheets is not that hard to create for the ebook after you've written the ebook. The class, really not that hard to film after you have the ebook and the worksheets. But you can literally start with one digital product, create 3 bundles out of it, and use this price tier to make this same amount of passive income if you don't have anything yet, or if you want to start with something. So you can do that. And I also have these other options, okay? You can do a $29 webinar replay or webinar. So if you've done a webinar that was live, or you did a class, or you had an Instagram live and it was really good, you can do a $29 webinar replay or video class replay. For $49, you can do the replay plus worksheets that match up with the replay that have questions, interactive. And for $99, you can do the webinar plus the worksheets and add another bonus video class if you want. You can do 3 individual products if you want for $29, $49, and $99, but it's probably gonna cost you a little bit more work and a little bit more time, but it's up to you. If you've got physical products, you may do that. Even if you sell physical, but honestly though, even if you sell physical products, you can still create digital products for passive income with your physical product line. It's all about your audience and what they need. If you need help with that, or creating that, or brainstorming those ideas, you can look in the description box below and book a one-on-one session with me. And we can talk about that specifically as it relates to your business, but I can literally come up with digital product ideas off the top of my head. People have seen me do it before. So you can do a $29 one product. You can do $49 and pair that product with another product that you have. So bundle it together. Or you can do $99 and push together 3 products as a mega bundle. So that's another thing for you guys. If you already have products, you can take one that's priced at $29 or near $29. You can match it up with something that is similar to or provides benefits that make sense. Okay, so don't bundle together random products. Make sure they make sense together as a set or as a bundle, but you can price them $29, $49 for the set, $99 for the bundle, okay? Or last but not least, 1 video class for $29, 2 video classes for $49, or 3 classes and a workbook for $99. So you can use any of those breakdowns. I'm gonna leave all of those breakdowns in the description box below. If you guys have any questions, don't forget you can comment, and please, please, please subscribe. I'm doing 50 videos. In the next 60 days, I'm releasing 50 free videos. I guarantee you, if you do not subscribe, you're going to miss something, and you're not gonna find out until way later and be like, oh my gosh, I could have saved myself so much time. Oh my gosh, how did I miss that video? Because I'm literally releasing 50 videos in 60 days. Like, some of these videos are coming out in the middle of the night. So if you're not subscribed, you may miss it. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you for this video. I will see you next time. Bye.